that. I'm glad you spoke on that. And a lot of times people are focusing on, the alleged infidelities and the shortcomings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad to discredit him from his leadership. And
Right.
I don't think those things can discredit him from his great accomplishments that
That's
he's
right.
done for Asiatic and melanated peoples, especially when
Yeah.
they highlight all of the things that these guys like Abraham Lincoln, John F. Kennedy, Donald Trump, they heavily praise and revere these guys, and these dudes are deliberately doing evil. So, I think that, right,
Deliberately, is that right? And the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is, oh my God, I still get goosebumps on my arm about this little man that was courageous and bold, and he had do you know his whole empire? He had temples in every city, every mosque, every school. He had the biggest produce of whiting fish than anybody in America today. They transport whiting fish all over the country. He's the only one that made billions of dollars on whiting fish across the globe. I mean, he will never, nobody will ever be able to touch his feet as far as when it comes to economics. The man was a master at it. And I will always be in great gratitude and thank Allah for bringing these men in our path, to bring who I've met in my path. I mean, if you would go to any school about Black America, honey, I've more than likely already met them. As long as they didn't go for as back as Frederick Douglass. But anybody in this year and time, the last 50 or 60 years, I've met kings and queens and rulers of countries that I'll always be grateful to Allah for giving me a path, to giving me a man who I decided I wanted him to be the greatest husband of all times. And I did it. And I helped because he was telling it. Yeah, he didn't do it all by himself. I'm going to tell you that right now. But he had help. He had assistance. And when you read my book, you're going to say how much I really supported my husband to make him the greatest man of all time. That was my focus. And I did it. And we did it together. It was a husband and wife thing, man. I mean, the way I carried myself made him look good. So you can't tell me that Barack Obama got where he is without Michelle. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me that Colin Powell and his wife got to where he got without her. Don't tell me that. You can't tell me that. You can't tell Muhammad Ali got the way he was without Khalil Ali. All the rest was aftermath. I was the true wife to suffer with that man. All the rest of them were gold diggers.
Tell them.
That's right. They broke families up. And you know why they broke them up? Because he allowed that to happen. He allowed it. They can't go no further than he allows. There you go. That was his mistake. That was his mistake.
When you were younger, when you would be out in public at the bakery, even when you worked at the grocery store, out in public, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was a little man, about 5'5" or so. How would people interact with him or react to him?
Like they're in state of shock, like they would see the King of England. I mean, they were like just very submissive, very honorable, and he deserved to be honorable and submissive. I mean, but he didn't take it to his head. He was a humble man. Yeah. Ali was more like the greatest. You tell Muhammad Ali that he's conceited. He said, I ain't conceited. I'm convinced. How you going to beat that? You can't beat that. You better not get on the wrong side. He might call you a rabbit or a rat or a mouse or a gorilla. So, it was a lot of fun meeting him. And Ali, I'm going to be honest with you now, the guy, I would hate the guy if he didn't have a sense of humor. But he had a sense of humor. But see, he didn't have any malice in his heart. He didn't have any hatred in his heart. He was a loving person. He loved older people. He loved children. He loved everybody. And that's the only reason why I couldn't take him away, because he was just such a wonderful guy. He just didn't do the right thing. He became a narcissist when he got in between what he craved for or whatever. But you don't ever want to see his dark side. And I saw his dark side and I did not like it. So, but I'd say if I can't deal with somebody like that, if you can't learn from me, you don't need me. And he just figured he got everything he wanted. He didn't need me. He didn't need me. But this is the thing. He didn't leave me. I left him. That's the difference. That was the difference, because he didn't want me to go. He wanted his candy, his cake, and his pie too. So that wasn't going to happen on my watch anymore. That was enough. So I had to let him go. I'm not a captain of a ship. I let the captain sink his own ship. I'm not going to sink with him. So that's the difference between narcissism and love. He was just a lovable guy, just a friendly and lovable guy. He was so easy to be manipulated. Ali was very easy to be manipulated. And when I saw how easy he could be manipulated, I didn't have a chance in hell. I didn't have a chance in hell with these gold diggers out here. They go after you, man. They be all in the rooms and just like Mike Tyson, they be all in the rooms. They be after him, and then they blame him for it when they don't get what they want. That's what women do. That's what these females out here are doing now. You cannot. These people always want something. They always want to sell them being dignified ladies the way they should be. You know, they end up get hurt in the end, and then they start hating all men, and then they go to a different direction. You know, they're trying to build a new Babylon. Believe it or not, Rome is coming back.
Yeah.
Rome is coming back. They're trying to build a new Babylon. It's serious out here, bro. Did you know history repeats itself? That's the scary part. There's a new Babylon coming. It don't matter who you are. And the more they start giving marriages to the same sex, we're always going to be in hell. They should stop that right now. If they want to do it, let them do it. Don't give them no rights to get married. That's totally out of the picture.
Right.
That's wrong.
Right.
That's wrong. And I'm not going to stand for it. You know?
Wrong is wrong. Yeah, going back to that same question, though, I mean, these were probably more black folk that were looking at the Honorable Elijah Muhammad this way. How did non-Muslims and white folk react to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad when they saw him out in public?
Oh, well, they respected him more. When he would go, I would be at the Coliseums and see him talking, call the white man the devil to their face. They like it when somebody stands up and tells the truth. They like it. There's two people Ali used to say. Do you like George Wallace? Well, George Wallace says he's a racist and he hates black people. And Ali said, well, I trust him more than I trust anybody else, because at least he tell you where his heart is at. He's being honest with you. Now, that person I can respect. So I'm saying to you, the white people respected the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. They respected him because he did not hold his tongue. He know they're the devil. They know that they're the devil. They know that because they do devilish deeds. The founding forefather of this country, Thomas Jefferson, Adams, Zachary, Lincoln, all those people that made the First Amendment, these white forefathers knew the evil that white people have in their midst. They know them. That's why they made the Constitution of the United States, because they know they're evil. And if you don't set nothing straight now, they're going to try to rule and bring slavery back. And they know this. These white forefathers, they know the evil that's in their house. They know the evil the white man has. They know that. They said, let's lay something down before we go, because it's going to be an evil time. And they're going to bring that evil out because they know them. Evil is in everyone. They will finagle. That's why you got the Illuminati now. You're fighting the devil out here. You're fighting the devil. And if you don't read your Bible, and if you do not read your Holy Quran, if you do not read your Torah and go by that guide, you're going to have a problem. There's always going to be a problem. There's always going to be a problem.
DB got one more question. He got to run. Go ahead, DB.
Okay, DB, what's up? I like you already.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Just real quick, and I know we'll talk about this more later on, but did you work with Jim Kelly and also Sabir Muhammad as a part of, was that by chance or was that a part of the security curriculum?
Security curriculum. I became a master at 10, my first black belt, and Bruce Lee and I exchanged films. He wanted these films by Muhammad Ali. I made sure he got them. And in exchange, he taught me some Jit Chindu, which was one of his own style that he created. And I kind of kept my karate thing on a secret tone. You know, it's not good to let everybody know what you're doing. I was very secretive back in those days. I was a little shy too, so I kind of kept it to myself. My father and I were deer hunters in Mississippi, and my uncles, and I was taught how to use a rifle and guns at a young age. And so when I became the guard, sister captain guard at the armory, I would tell them certain tips in case somebody saw a gun or something like that. And I would tell them to check, please check. And usually when a sister sees a gun, I tell them to say that, and I'll come to their aid, and I can take the weapon, have it unloaded, and give it to the proper authorities, because I was trained to do that. So when I see them stuttering, trying to say check, 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 then I'm there to disarm the weapon. And then, of course, the sister, whoever she was, she disappeared in seconds. And I had the gun. I turned the gun and the bullets over to Captain Yusuf Shah, and or Captain Elijah Muhammad, one of the sons of Elijah Muhammad, who was head of security as well. So I used to do a lot of the security, like when I was serving the tea and coffee when I was like 13 or whatever. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad says, "You watch them. You bodyguard them for me. You keep your eyes on them." And I did. And that's why I was kind of like Martin Luther King and Malcolm X kind of security when they visited, because, you know, they would never expect a woman. So I kind of kept it under my head most of the time when it comes to security. Because when you go to hear the Honorable Elijah Muhammad speak, you're not going to enjoy what they hear. That's why we came up with the searching system way before they started doing it at the airports. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad was ahead of his time when it came to that. So I want you to read one of the chapters. I think it's chapter 7. Where I flipped Muhammad Ali into another room when he came in the house without a key. Yeah. Yeah. He called Howard Cosell. Howard Cosell, I married a woman that can kick my ass. I said, you're not supposed to tell everybody that. Keep it on down. No, man, you knocked me over. How did she do that? So that's okay. Everything's cool. I tried to sneak and do my karate classes without him knowing it. And he caught me. I was doing a tournament with the Puerto Rican guy, and he thought I was going with the guy, and I actually won that tournament too. So I didn't want Ali to know, because he's a man of competition. I don't want him to be trying nothing with me, because it's not going to work if he's on the floor. I'm not going to get in the ring with the guy. That's his comfort zone. I ain't doing that.
Right.
But I will get you on the floor. I get you on the floor the second. Yeah. It's and also when I was 10 years old, I was an honor student, and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad would give rewards to young students that become an honor student. And what was that? The first thing he said, I want all the honor students to we're going to drive them to Meigs Field in Chicago, and you're going to get in a helicopter, and we're going to fly all over Chicago. Well, when he did that, boy, oh boy, that's when I said I want to learn how to fly. And from then on, by the time I was 22, I was an aviator to fly planes. I just love it. I love flying planes, and he just didn't. Ali did not like me flying at all, because he's scared of flying. So, but since then I've been flying a lot. I was flying over in Pakistan, Islamabad, and the pilots found out I was a pilot, and they put me in one of the planes that I actually trained on, and it was like I hadn't flown in 30 years. I flew up there and did a 360. That means turn the flip over a couple of times. It's the greatest feeling in the world. I still love doing it. Yeah. If I start all over again, I would be a pilot. That's what I would be. Yeah.
But
yeah, that's
DB got to get out of here. And
hey, DB.
I got a couple more questions, then we'll get out of here.
Okay. DB, it was nice meeting you.
My pleasure.
Thank you,
May
DB.
God continue to bless you, DB.
Likewise. I don't feel comfortable calling you sister. I gotta call you Queen Mother, because you got too much knowledge and too much experience for me to refer to you as sister. So you are Queen Mother. You know what?
But check this out, DB. When I travel all over the world and I speak at all the colleges and schools, I've noticed that everybody, no matter where I am, they don't even know each other. It's from coast to coast. They always come up with Mama Ali. So that's my brand name now, Mama Ali. So you can call me Mama Ali.
Mama Ali. We like that.
Yeah.
Mama Ali.
Yeah.
Yes,
Mama Ali. That's good. I like that.
Well, I appreciate you spending some time with us and coming to the barbershop to chop it up with us. Always good to get your energy, and look forward to talking to you soon. So, be safe, and assalamu alaikum to you.
Walaikum assalam, my dear brother. You be safe as well. May Allah continue to bless you in the future.
Likewise.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. Couple more minutes. I want to go through this